Now, let's, I promised, teased this earlier, a bit of showbiz work there, Pat. Mirror on the media. Now,
Yes.
As we know, Ed Langdon came out on Andy and Gazy on SEN on last Thursday, so almost a week ago.
And you don't reckon Andy and Gazy were not licking their
They were
chops
pumped. They were pumped.
when he's come out with that.
He's come out and said, Collingwood are one-trick ponies.
All duck, no dinner.
All duck, no dinner. Now, to me, that sounded like internal talk, right?
Yes.
Oppo analysis, they're all duck, no dinner. If they do this, they're good. If we take it away from them, they're no good. They're a one-trick pony. So
I
think
that was okay. Yep.
I think he's regurgitated stuff because it's not to be disrespectful, Pat. You know it better than me. It's you are generating a narrative on the inside which is not necessarily true about the opposition, but how you can guide yourselves and prime yourselves to be able to overcome the other team. So that's what I think it was. He went with it on air. The mirror on the media part is this, Pat. Everyone in Sundry were like, oh, my God. Oh, actually, he's spoken up.
Couldn't wait to go after, could they?
But we've been waiting for this. And we always said when someone speaks up, we won't talk about it and we won't carry on. Too late. Everyone was already in a frenzy.
Yep.
So it was in a frenzy in terms of, oh my God, he said something, but we can't make a big deal of it too. But you already made a big deal of it.
And at the end of it, it was like, oh no, but this is great and this is fine.
That's
and
right.
There's nothing to see here. After it led news bulletins across
Thank you.
the footballing media landscape. We failed.
Now, I understand it probably had to be reported upon. I was actually disappointed in Collingwood. Now, I've got some street cred with Collingwood because I picked them to finish top 6 before the season, and they are currently third.
You've got streak. What are you disappointed about?
I'm disappointed. So, Braden Maynard comes straight out after the game and said, he got what he deserved, or Jeremy Howe said that. Maynard referenced it straight away. Craig McRae admitted and conceded that it was on the whiteboard before the game.
Hang on. So, you are disappointed in the honest responses from players and a coach.
They failed the greater good here.
Come on.
No, listen, hear me out. So, the reason I'm disappointed is if you want to use it. That's fine. If you want to put that up there and say, if we get a chance to make him pay, we'll make him pay. That is fine. But as an industry...
Oh, you're talking...
We all understand we need more of this. Craig McRae said, I like the character.
He was great. His pre-game...
No, he wasn't, but he put it up there on the board and then said, we used it. We used it, which is going to scare off anyone else from saying anything.
He was great pre-game, though, when he was talking
about having duck for dinner.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
He was, and I've been lucky enough to speak to him a few times this year, but I'm disappointed.
So you wanted it censored to a level
at the end
for the greater good of the footballing community and how we cover football and the interesting answers that we give.
We've just scared off every player who's, I was going to be a bit more open, and I've had an experience like this. I said when I was playing for the Crows, I got questioned about the midfield of our midfield and the GWS midfield, and I said, I think we'll win because our midfield runs both ways. That's all I said.
How'd that go?
Not well. We won the game, but it was still all about, product of the environment a little bit. It was all about, what Josh said, disrespect the opposition.
Yep.
It's just your view on the opposition. And as I said, part of it is what you've built up in your own collective mind to give you the edge to beat them.
We're
miles off, mate.
We are miles off how open and honest other sports are around the world and how interesting they are when it comes to interviews and how in-depth they go. Perhaps we're too well trained as players that
perhaps
we can give a generic answer and then there's going to be a generic headline rather than whack, all duck, no dinner.
We failed. We dropped the ball. We had a chance. Ed Langdon came out and said something.
So the media...
We whacked him.
All duck, no dinner, and nothing.
They get no dinner.